Exclusively Trademark TV here, back for another video. People in the church, everybody in the church has said, right, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. They say it, no, I'm amazing. They said, everybody in the church said I'm amazing. And out here, I stand out here, yeah, in the morning, and everybody comes past here, and they say good morning, how are you? How's your day been? How's your morning? Everybody says that. Every fucking body down this fucking whole entire street says that. Everybody says it. Everybody says it. Even the corner shop says it as well. Everybody says it. How's your YouTube channel? How you going? Everybody says it. Even Steve says it as well. How you doing on YouTube? Oh, it's alright, getting better. He goes, I went down the high street and someone said, you know Exclusively Trademark TV, didn't you? Give him a message and say his channel is out of this world. It's one of the best channels we've ever heard. Right? And I'd like to meet him at St John's Church one day to actually officially meet the bloke himself. Everybody's heard it. Everybody's heard of me. It's so fucking amazing. I'm fucking worshipped wherever I go. And according to Liz, right, she wants me now to take her on the road to make her a YouTube channel. She's doing it now. She's joining in as well. She's joining as well. She said, you're bloody amazing. How you can do a YouTube channel, I do not know. You're bloody amazing. She said, how did you learn to do that? And then you come in here and you rip the prayers. You go for it. And according to her two daughters, he said, you're bloody cute. You just ripped the story up. You rip the rule book up. You do it all. You rip the stories in half. You just go for it. We've been listening to your prayers since you started here, and they go from strength to strength, don't they? And I was listening to it, and according to what Ellen said, and Roger, they were talking about it as well. Roger and Ellen said, I've never known someone to rip the rule book up. And Luke Bacon said to his wife, and Chris who comes from Mark's church, he's talking to his wife, and that. You ripped the stories up, didn't you? He said you ripped the rule book up. You ripped the rule book up big time, didn't you? He said you just go for it. He said your prayers every week's a different one. Every week is a different prayer. Every week. It's not the same every week. It's a different prayer every week. Ricky Arnold said it as well. So did Pauline. Every week it's a different prayer every week. He's always got something new. There's always something new in a prayer that he's done during the week. Something new. Something different every week. It's more vibrant than the last one. Roger said, I've read these prayers here and they've gone from strength to strength. They got better. They've gone better every time you've made one. Every time you wrote a prayer, they've blown me away. They got better every time. They go for it, didn't they? They go for it. Anton said, who was there, every time I've heard these prayers, they really go for it. They're off the Richter scale. They're off the Richter scale. He couldn't say a prayer. It's amazing. Glenn said it in the morning prayers. Glenn said it in morning prayers. He said you just blown a prayer, blown me away. He said it as well. Glenn said in morning prayers. He said what he just said was out of this world. He went for it as well. If you're going to get up there, just go for it. And when we pray before Sunday service, right? Helen said, "You've blown that away." Once you started speaking, that was it. No one wanted to speak over you. They watched you, they listened to every word you said. Every person in this whole entire group sat here listening to your prayers. They were listening to it, and they were really taking it in. And when you said, start with Jesus, stay with Jesus, end with Jesus, you do mean that as well. And people have now started using that in here, started using that saying in here, and uses it as well. So does mine Saunders. He used it when he was in another church. He said he was at another church here over Waterstate. He said there's a bloke in our church who's got one true saying, and I'm gonna have to say it. Why is that? Start with Jesus, stay with Jesus, end with Jesus. And someone said, where did you get that from? Ask that bloke at our church. This one bloke, people have not stopped watching since he's been here. They've not stopped worshipping this bloke since he's been here. And according to what people say, go up his road, right? And no one has stopped greeting this one bloke. He sat in the morning between 6 and 9 in the morning, and everybody said, hello, good morning, how are you, how's your YouTube channel, marvellous, everybody's greeting him, even the postman, the fucking police officers, everybody greets him. And I go down the high street here, and every phone shop in the whole entire shop in Sainsbury's as well all know him. They know him big time. Greg's name as well. They've not stopped worshipping that bloke. He's been worshipped everywhere. Everybody knows him. He blows everybody away. He kills. Everybody knows him. Everybody knows him. And I went up to CNX in Gillingham, right? And they know him as well. And then someone said when he was in Mason CNX, someone said, I only got to mention his name, Mason CNX, and they know him in there as well. They know him in there. They know him down there. And I went to another phone shop down the high street, Celtec. They know him as well. And I went to Pudding Lane branch, and they know him. I went to Free Sims in your old arcade. They know him as well. They know him as well. And the one down Gables Hill, and Greg's in fucking Maidstone. They know him as well, and Greg's in Maidstone. They know him. And then I went past this police officer, and I happened to mention his name in Maidstone, and this police officer said, what, him? I know him. And I walked in Burger King in Maidstone to buy a burger, and I mentioned his name, and Rashid, the manager behind the counter, said, yeah, I know him. I know of him. I know of him, mate. And I walked in a cafe here, just up from McDonald's, and I mentioned his name, and would you fucking put that name in there? And Starburger knows him as well. Knows of him. Starburger knows of him. And then I went in House of Fraser to get something, and would you fucking believe it, Barvin said, the manager, oh, I know him, I know his dad, and I couldn't fucking believe they knew him as well. Everybody fucking knows him. And I walked in fucking another phone shop, halfway down at the end of the high street, end of Wick Street, going towards the high street, where Burger King used to be. I walked in there, and they fucking know him. They've heard of him. Everybody's fucking heard of you, mate. Everybody's heard of you. Everybody's fucking heard of you. And I walked in Halifax in Chatham, and they fucking heard of you. Every fucking goddamn place I went to in Mason as well has heard of you, mate. has heard of you. And I went to street mobiles in the Checker Centre. They've heard of you. So it's fucking Vodafone in there. Vodafone's heard of you. Every fucking body's heard of you. I didn't know everybody's fucking heard of you, mate. You're a fucking legend. Exclusive Trademark TV signing off.